foot pain cream now. So let's see. Are there any bug repellent? Good thing I'm better at Amazon than I am at spelling. And is there demand for a roll-on?
There
Take a look at the
is
search volume here.
spray.
No, I don't see demand for roll-on, but let's take a look. That might
Look
be a
up
good thing.
stick.
Oh, stick, yes.
And
Look
this
up
one,
stick. I'm
So a lot of repellent balm, plant-powered bug repellent. Oh, here's a mosquito bug repellent roll-on.
So there are some bug
Oh.
repellent sticks.
Yep. I see almost no roll-ons here.
Yeah, and they're
why
bombs
would you?
in a stick format. Sorry.
So you're trying to do roll-on. You're trying to do roll-on to be unique, but that wouldn't be necessary, would it?
Well, if there's demand. See, if people are searching for a roll-on and are not finding it, that's what Amazon opportunity is. Now, if nobody's searching for it, which I don't see too much, there's only 93 search volume, then it's like, oh, now we're having to kind of create the demand, which is not great. But if you just look at bug repellent, look at the search volume here. Spray has, obviously speed this up.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be
production.
spray mostly. I could share with you guys the some of the stuff that he's already done. Like I say, this is very early, and we can change direction on it anytime we want. But it looks like a fairly good formula.
So bug repellent has 9,000 searches. Bug repellent spray 2,500. Let's take a look. If I just search bug repellent, what the search results look like, because when we talk about competition on Amazon, we got to see, do we have a right to win? Now, of course, we could talk about it being all natural, and we'll look at that and some of the other unique features that it might have. But let's take a look here. We've got insect repellent spray.
I was going to say, I think insect repellent term has a higher search volume.
What has a higher search volume?
Insect repellent.
Insect repellent. Let's look at insect repellent then.
And I'm seeing it all under spray.
13,000 searches for this. Okay. So a lot of this is not for the body. See, but look at this, 10,000 bought at $7.48. They'd be almost impossible to compete with. Here's a $6 one. And this is why when you come in with a roll-on, it could be something that disrupts the market a little bit. But a lot of these just regular insect repellents, it's not even about the body. So I wonder if there's a keyword that we need for, because I'm assuming that we're talking about topical product here. Topical. Got lotion.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just typing in that.
Yeah. This would be tough. We'd have. What is there a unique ingredient that it has?
Well, it's all natural. There's no. I think the term is sweet. There's some chemical that a lot of them put it in that we wouldn't use. In fact, it says on his documents, tweet free, or I don't know if it's tweet or something.
DEET. It's probably DEET free.
Yeah, that's what it is. But I imagine a lot of these people do this.
If anybody else advertises all natural. But yeah, my initial response, I'm curious to see what Jason thinks, but this would be a tough niche to get in, especially since we're talking about a brand new brand. We wouldn't even be doing this under the InMotion hemp brand, because that's the whole one of the whole reasons that we came up with that foot cream was we wanted to come up with something that we could start a new brand with that was not hemp based, to allow it to us to have an easier path to get on other channels.
I would agree. I think there's some well entrenched players here, and it looks like it's very competitive. Just looking at the number of competing products using X-ray, insect repellent 9,000, mosquito repellent 6,000, bug bite itch relief 1,000, bug repellent 8,000. So there's just a lot that are vying for everyone's attention.
Okay.
Okay. So, man, I wish I remember what we had found in the foot cream. I don't have the video here. What did we? Let's see. Just find something here.
I don't remember the numbers, but what we did find was that there was a big market for the cream, but that nobody had the roll on, or very few did.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of search in the last.
Did we find that somebody had offered it in a roll on? Anybody?
There's like one or two people who did. Yeah, only.
So they've been able to figure that out. Maybe I'm not saying we want to completely give up on it, but we may want to get some of that and see.
Here's a brand new product here: nerve relief roll on, nerve lotion roll on with magnesium.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think what it does, there's two different things. One is you got a callus that builds up, gets to be sore. You use the cream, softens it, makes it better. But I think with some type of a pain relief in it, maybe that's what that is. Not just the cream effect, but a pain relief. And if that's the case, then in incorporating our product, leaving out the hemp possibly, if we want to get away from that, but using the other things that are in our product, the other active ingredients that help with the pain, maybe that's a way to start thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So let's don't give up on it. But I mean, for this show, for what you guys are talking about, that's exactly what's going to happen, right? You're going to think something's going to work, and there will be some technical issues around it, and then how do you pivot?
Yeah, I know what we're going to do. All right, so I'm looking here, roll-on pain relief, and there's your regular product, showing up right there towards the top. But there is other ones. So like if I'm curious as to what some other main ingredients of the roll-on pain relief could be without hemp. Obviously, there's a market for the hemp, and that's what allows us to have that $31 price point when everybody else is so cheap. But I'm looking at others here. There's lidocaine. Looks like there's.
Yeah, we have things in the formula that almost every one of the pain people do, and they're effective. Even without the hemp cream, this would be an effective product.
So, could you maybe ask the factory? I'm assuming there's another like main active ingredient that makes that foot cream, good. But is there any world where we can take that main ingredient and make it like just market it as a general, roll-on pain relief cream, and then go after some of these non-hemp products, which you already are competing there with the hemp cream? But there's also a lot of people out there who might erroneously think, oh, hemp pain cream, I don't want to have drugs in my system, and so they literally don't want hemp, which is why they would consider these other products. But since a lot of these products are lower price point on some of these, like that you want to stay at, we would have to be able to market it as something special. And so I see some lidocaine here, but I'm curious, do you know offhand what was the active ingredient or the main ingredient of the foot cream that we were looking at?
The foot cream we were looking at, the one that we've developed?
Yeah.
Not offhand.
Okay.
I'm sure.
So why don't you check on that? Go ahead.
Well, I think the foot cream that we're talking about is more for softening the calluses, and that relieves pain. Some of these, I think they're putting in
So it's
something
not like
else,
just
like
to
you could
relieve
say.
general pain, but the pain relief is
Yes,
because your calluses are softened.
yes, as I understand it. Now, not. I think that's true. Yeah, and that's the problem with trying to dilute it. You want the cream effect in order to make it soften.
Okay.
But
Let's look
I'm
up
gonna have to go back.
callus. How do you spell callus, guys? Callus.
CALLOUS.
Is it AOUS? Or?
Might be.
Let's look at this. Calloused feet remover gel.
Yeah. I mean, people literally. You can see little files. People literally file that off. If you go
Yep.
and get a pedicure, they have a thing that takes some of the callus off. And what happens is that builds
Okay.
up. It gets painful.
Let's see. Okay. So that you see now that's interesting because you see that to me means that maybe what I would have you do, I'm going to have you do a whole bunch of stuff here, David. But if we look at foot pain cream, you'll see here that that's not what this is talking about per se, right? These are more just pain foot cream. Take a look at some of these products and then go to the factory and show them what some of the active ingredients are here, and maybe some of these, like Dr. Scholl's has one here, but these ones don't have to do with callus remover. So like this one here, it doesn't really say what the main ingredient is, but if you look into it, you might be able to find something where let's just take a look
Yeah, but
at this product.
the using the term moisturizing and beeswax, those are terms for softening the thing.
Okay.
But adding
Moisturizing
a
formula
pain relief.
relieves itch, tingling, burning, itching, soothing pains. Let's see what the main ingredients are here.
I mean, the niche for callus remover for feet is double what it is for pain relief.
Yeah. But we don't have a real right to win there per se. Like it's pretty competitive there. But I'm seeing potentially we could be one of the only roll-ons other than this Dr. Scholl's, which, like shouldn't be too difficult to show why, we might be a little bit better. But we need to take a look at some of these products here and see, look into lidocaine. Like there's lidocaine obviously is very popular for one of the main one of the main ingredients here, but can we create a roll-on there? And then the other thing I'm looking at here in Black Box is what has roll-on. And the reason, again, I'm trying to keep it to the roll-on because this is something unique. I can't just go. First of all, these products are mainly made in USA, which instantly takes away 95% of competition that most people who manufacture India and China, everybody can copy it. So you already have a little bit of a competitive advantage that you manufacture in the USA. And the other thing that we notice across a lot of these niches is people focus on the creams because it's probably easier to make, but not many have roll-on. And we see how popular your hemp roll-on is. So what other things are people searching for that have the word roll-on in it? And we can see some of those here. What in the world? Real Purity roll-on deodorant. There's a lot of deodorant here. Hair growth serum roll-on. So take a look at some of these, David, and let's see what your factory is able to do. Like roll-on hair growth serum. Like that is something I'm going to probably need soon. Noticing some bald spots here, but this could be something that maybe you can check with your oh my goodness, absolutely, you need to check with your factory on this. Look at some of this stuff here. This guy has 92 reviews, a brand new product, and he's selling 2,000 units a month.
Wow.
That's crazy. But it's like, it looks like it's made in China potentially too. So, and it's at a high price point. So this is absolutely something, David, I want you to check into. Is let's just take a look at what's driving this product.
Yeah, but because rosemary, renadol, or any of those active, well, rosemary isn't, but is any of those other two active ingredients controlled? And is that going to require that the product be compliance tested too?
Well, anything topical is going to have, some definite certifications.
We have two. Yeah, we have two active ingredients in our current product that require extensive testing, and it's getting more expensive.
I like that. I like getting into products that have extensive testing and that are expensive, because it just means that much less competition.
And look at the badge they put on that one. Viral on TikTok.
Yep, viral on TikTok. So this is one. Look at this. These sellers don't even know what they're doing. Vital on TikTok.
Oh.
Not viral. It's vital.
Vital. Oh my goodness.
And look at this brand name, QGGCQ. I mean, like, this is crazy. This is something that we definitely should look into. So save this listing here, David. I'll send it to you in our chat. Look into if we can get this one done, a product like this, because this looks like a popular one. And how did I just find this? I was just using Black Box.
Yeah,
and I typed in roll-on, and what are people actually searching on Amazon for roll-on?
But you're talking about growing hair, right?
I'm assuming that's what this does.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here.
I think that market I think they're being opportunistic, because now there's a lot of discussion about that it really works, right? It's been over time, it's been, it really doesn't. But now there's a lot of it that they're saying it works. So these guys are jumping in and going, yeah, we got one too. But
yeah, I mean, your factory, if they deal with these ingredients, they would know. They have clinical studies probably where they could, they've got their contacts. I don't have contacts for clinical studies, but if you just tell them, hey, what studies do you show where something with rosemary, redenesyl, anagain, biotin, and whatever this other is, can it be marketed as hair growth, serum? So that, I mean, maybe the answer is, this is just snake oil. And no, we probably shouldn't do that, because eventually the reviews will be bad, etc. But it's something to, whenever I see something that's a brand new product selling 2,000 units a month and not much competition, that's something that we should look into. Roll on essential oils. What the heck is this? Okay, that's interesting. Magnesium roll-on. What's that? I don't like this price point, though. What does magnesium roll-on do?
Remember, we talked about it during the show that we did about magnesium being good for cramps, and whether roll-on would be beneficial.
So here's another one that you could possibly look into a little bit more. Magnesium roll-on. I don't like the price points, though, here in the teens and $10 range. Probably not going to be much margin for you, but it could be something to look on. Peppermint oil roll-on. What does that do? It's just one of the essential oils, I guess. Okay. Let me look at what is selling good roll-on. I'm looking for what is a product that has roll-on in the title, that parent level revenue sales, let's say selling 200 units a month. A lot of product here. Good grief. Okay. Without essential oil. Let's go. Exclude essential. Let's look at categories of beauty and health. All right, so let's take a look at products that have at least a couple hundred to 2,000 sales a month, less than 500 reviews, and have the word roll-on in it. And let's see if there's anything interesting that shows up here. Good grief, these guys are going really crazy on their coupons. This is one of those magnesium ones for muscle and joint comfort. So, you know, this could be interesting. This is not just magnesium here, but it also has aloe vera and arnica. But what attracted me to this, and which is why I showed it here, was this is selling 1,000 units a month, but it only has 300 reviews. No hemp in it, and it's right up your alley. And so then what I would do from this is like, I'm like, all right, what are the keywords driving sales to this product? And so if we can go into keywords here and find out what are people searching for to find this, and then now we'll be able to see, like, do we have a right to win here, even with a brand new brand? Let's take a look here. There's definitely nice signs. Like, this is not that high of a review. $25 price point's pretty good. So let's go ahead and look at what keywords over 1,000 searches is this product in the top 10 search results. And DMSO, is that a brand name?
Let's look it up.
What's
I thought it
DMSO
was.
mean?
I don't know.
I'm looking.
Anybody know what DMSO?
It's a brand.
It is a brand.
It is a brand. Looks like it's a brand.
It looks like it's a brand, but is it? I'm not sure it is. Oh, DMSO store. There is a DMSO store.
No, it's a dimethyl.
It's a what?
Dimethyl.
Dimethyl sulfoxide.
Yes, sulfoxide.
Aha.
Organic sulfur. Yeah. It's an organic sulfur compound.
So I had never heard of this. But look, they've got cream and they have this roll-on. So DMSO roll-on, how many search results even are there? Only, I see, like this is good. Look at this. If you type in DMSO roll-on, there's only 119 results even show up here. And if I'm scrolling down here, we've got this one person who put DMSO in their brand, who's kind of controlling the market maybe a little bit. This newer one with a lot less reviews. at a higher price point, and you've got not much more over here. It's like two brands. There's only two brands playing in this market. This is another brand potentially here. This listing doesn't look great at all. These listings I can tell are really poor. But this could be something. So here's a second thing for you to check on with your factory. Can they make a DMSO roll-on here? Because that's where this product here is getting sales.
There
from.
is.
I want to make it.
Go on, David.
Bradley, you keep using the term "work with my factory." It literally is a factory, not a lab. The guy who started my company is the one who would have information about this. Now, whether they can do it or not, I can check with them, but it's really a chemist that I need to talk to.
Okay. Well, same thing. Like for some factories, it's like, hey, I need to work with the master woodworker or the guy who makes the molds. For production facilities, it's the chemist. Whoever you need to talk to.
Right.
Let's do that. But that's an interesting one right there. What is this? Soothing nerve lotion, salt magnesium lotion, topical magnesium cream for tired muscles. That's a 2-pack. I don't like that the 1-pack is $14. So let me just go to somewhere else. But
it's interesting. People use Epsom salts to soak their feet in to soothe. My wife does occasionally. So,
guys, and edit this out. Skip that product.
This one?
The Epson it.
Oh, the Epson? Is that one of your clients or something?
It is one of my clients.
I love it. All right, we'll take out the Epson one then.
And you don't want to compete against them. They're just crushing it.
Mama Bear. A lot of nerve support. Look at this one. $39. Terrible listing here. .8 reviews, $38,000 of sales. Now, I'd be curious what is driving sales for this product, but this could be another one other than the DMSO one. Mama Bear. I like the brand name. Relaxation, supports comfort. But what are people searching for to find this? Let's take a look at searches over 1,000, 1 to 10. And a lot of branded search is very high for this. So this tells me that I don't like that where branded search drives most of the sales. You're not going to get, look, every single
so they're looking for Mama Bear products.
Exactly. So this doesn't mean like there's a whole big thing for. So these guys are really doing well on branding.
The only time that actually works if they're not doing any brand defense.
Yeah. Cream for neuropathy. So let's look on neuropathy cream. Or is there any search volume there? Neuropathy cream.
It's pronounced neuropathy.
Neuropathy?
Yeah.
Well, you can. That's the beauty about Amazon. You can sell something you don't even know how to say it.
You don't even say it. That's right.
Neuropathy cream.
True.
They don't even have to type it in correctly, and it'll say, "No, this is what you meant."
We've got a brand new product here at the top of the search results. Kind of nice to see. The number one product here, only 500 reviews, $21 price point. And you don't see the Mama Bear anywhere here.
I think
there's a neuropathy roll-on.
I don't think these are topical. These must be tested. If I put the word neuropathy on mine,